Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, Candy and Kenya, they go out, they have a play date for their daughters, who are absolutely gorgeous. When I tell you, Blaze looks just like Candy Burris, but the kids are absolutely gorgeous. Um, I thought it was really, really cute when Brooklyn came up to Kenya and she wanted popcorn, and then Kenya um, asked her basically, "What's the correct way you're supposed to ask mommy for popcorn?" And she was like, "May I have some popcorn, please?" I was like, "Oh, that's my little niece." Okay. They start to talk about Kenya being fun when, she was drunk. Kenya says, "So that drink was strong." Girl, drink? Girl, the people said you had about eight. Yeah, girl, maybe because you had eight, you don't remember, but girl, you said drink. That drink was strong. No, those drinks, girl, that bottle was strong, okay? Um, Kenya starts to talk about her um, Kenya Moore Hair Caroline and how it almost kind of fell to the wayside. She had a lot going on with that husband, of hers. Um, she says that Candy is the only one that really understands, or asks the right questions. So basically, one of the issues that Kenya is having is she's having a problem with getting the merchandise over here. I think that it's distributed out of China. I believe that's what she said. So she needs a local distributor. So she's having an issue with that. She received a new deal with, I think, Walmart and CVS. But the problem is, girl, you have the deal, but you don't have any merchandise. Because she says she barely can keep up with, the shelving in Sally's. So that's a big problem. You heard when Candy asked her, "So what do you need?" Girl, Candy gonna offer some services. Shout out to Candy. Um, when she right, she right. When she wrong, I'm gonna say she wrong. Okay. Um, Candy. Candy tells Kenya that Marlo kicked her nephews out. Now let me just say something. Candy, you messy. Because Candy, you did the same thing. You would have thought that Candy would have learned her lesson, right? From the last go around with Sheree. You remember when Sheree claimed she was upset because Candy pretty much went around, um, basically, was that Sheree? That was Sheree at the beginning of the season when I think Sheree was upset at Candy because Candy, I think, was going around telling something. What happened? What happened between Candy and Sheree? What happened between Candy and Sheree? I don't recall, but I do recall Candy and Sheree at the beginning of the season having, Sheree having a problem with Candy because basically she felt as though Candy runs her mouth too much. So here we go now with Candy telling Kenya Marlo's business. Now let me break this down for y'all. Y'all know I'm Team Twirl. I'm Team Twirl. But the truth of the matter is, if Marlo was smart enough, once she found out that Candy had told pretty much everybody in the group, right, something that she confided in with her, and she went back and told her enemy, even though Kenya ain't did nothing to Marlo, it still doesn't take away from the fact that Marlo and Kenya have an issue. Girl, Canada went back and told your enemy your business. See, now this is where Marlo should have been waiting on if she really wanted to get in Candy Burris's ass. This, you see what I'm saying? But Marlo, she's so thirsty for camera time since she got this speech that all the fights that she has been creating, the things that she's been saying about the people, specifically Candy and Kenya, it just doesn't make sense. Now, once she found out that Candy went back and told Kenya something that she told her in private, right? Then she could have jumped on Candy. It would have made sense. Because not only are you telling something that I told you in private, you're telling someone that I don't even fool with at this moment. So now this person has one up on me. So now Kenya got this little piece right here, sitting right here. So whenever she need to, she gonna throw it in Marlo's face, as she should. Again, Marlo, she been in this reality game too long not to know how this works. Girl, you gotta sit in the cut. And if you want to start some beef with somebody, if you trying to beef with somebody, you need to have a reason to why I cursed her ass out. This is why Candy got cursed out, because I told her something in private. And she went back and not only did she tell the entire group, right, because she told Manetta and she told Drew in the car, but she also told somebody who she knew I wasn't fooling with at the time. And that's exactly why I be on her ass. You see how that works? The girls don't be smart. The girls don't be smart. Anyways, Sheree has a meeting with someone. She wants to put a drawstring inside of, I guess, her joggers, right? Because, we have the BBL. The BBLs are taking over. And the girls have these small waists and these big old badonkadonks. And so she wants to put a drawstring inside of her pants. All right. So Marlo and her sister Crystal. I'm not gonna go too hard on Marlo because this is just for me. Okay. I think Marlo is doing the best that she can. And when you take in account that Marlo definitely is not healed, and Marlo definitely has her own issues, we all have our own issues. It's just not Marlo, right? But some of our issues are deeper and bigger than others. So when you take into account that Marlo has these issues that stem from her childhood, when you take into account that Marlo is not necessarily a mother. She's a mother now, right, to her nephews. But Marlo doesn't have kids. Marlo has lived a life where she could be selfish, right? Where it was only about her, right? And so now Marlo has been kind of, not necessarily lack of a better word, thrown into this position where she has to kind of step up to the plate to make sure that her nephews are okay. So I get that it would be hard because for someone like me, you know what I'm saying? People like who don't have kids, who march to the beat of their own drum, who can get up and go when they want to. Girl, my life would be flipped upside down if I then had to take care of my nieces. Would I take care of them? I would try to the best of my ability, right? However, I would probably be stressed out, especially coming from someone who does not have kids, does not want no kids. And now you got 2 of them, 3 of them sitting in your house. Oh my God, what am I going to do? So I get Marlo, and I'm not going to go too hard on Marlo on that because I think Marlo is doing the best that she can with her nephews. Okay, I wanted to get that out the way because they say you're supposed to try to be understanding and say something nice before you go in for the kill. Marlo! Bitch, I'm not buying what you selling on this TV screen. That bedroom was spick and span. Then all of a sudden, you said a couple of days later, this is how the bedroom looked. Now, when your sister asked you, did the boys do this? You said no. Did Marlo say no? She said she got those clothes from the attic. So, Heifer, you made the mess. Now, yes, the boys should not have the clothes in the attic or that hole in the wall. She's at the attic, right? So basically, I guess the boys have just been pushing clothes inside the attic, right? They got the room clean. No, I'm just playing. They put the clothes up, right? But it sounds like to me, Marlo had the room clean because those bars are not at her nephews are not at her home. So the room was clean. You pull the clothes out of the addicts, and then it's almost like you tried to put the blame on them. Yes, I get that the clothes should not have been in the attic, okay? But what I'm saying is, girl, the room was clean until you pulled the clothes out of the attic and was like, look at this mess. No, you made the mess. Do that make sense what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the little boy should not be held accountable for not cleaning up or not doing what they're supposed to do because they found the easy way to do it by just throwing the clothes in the attic, right? Instead of Marlo saying, girl, they threw all these clothes in the attic, right? You threw it all around the room. Girl, like it's like she staged the room. I think Crystal has a lot of sense. Shout out to her sister Crystal. I think that Marlo is dead ass trifling a little bit because Candy lets it be known later in the episode that Crystal has a 2-bedroom apartment. Bitch, how is it that your sister, who has 1, 2, not 3, but 4 children, maybe she got 4 children over there, in a 2-bedroom apartment. And then because you need a break, you send your 2 nephews over to a 2-bedroom apartment. No telling who's sleeping on a couch. No telling who's sleeping on an air mattress. No telling if it's a bunk bed. No telling if it's one king size bed. You don't know what these kids or how these kids are scattered around around this apartment. Now you have not only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 kids and no telling how many adults. Because I don't know if Crystal is married, got a boyfriend, baby daddy, I don't know. But we know it's at least 7 people in that house at the time. I'm sorry, in that 2-bedroom apartment at the time. Crystal, her 4 kids, now her 2 nephews. And Marlo's sitting over there in that nice, cozy, girl, townhouse. 30 days is too long. If I was Crystal, I would have said, sis, you know those are my nephews. I love them to pieces, but I already have 4 kids. I can keep them for the weekend so you can clear your head. But girl, they're going to have to come back Sunday evening. And then they can come back the following weekend, right? We have to step up. You know, they say we have to be a village. But I think that it is unfair that Marlo has her nephews over there for 30 days, knowing her sister lives in a 2-bedroom apartment. And then she gonna justify it by saying, oh, well, she moved into a 3-bedroom today. Girl, well, bitch, she ain't have no choice. All them goddamn children she got over there. When you ask them to do something, you have to come behind them. That's another thing that I think that people have a problem with too. Have y'all, do you, like, you know, I think that you should definitely teach your sons, your boys, to be self-sufficient, right? One thing that really irks my soul and gets underneath my skin is when I see grown-ass men walking around here talking about they need somebody in the house that can cook, who can clean. Like, what did your mama and daddy teach you? Y'all always talking about a man need to teach y'all how to be a man. Girl, what was a man teaching you? Oh, he was teaching y'all gender roles. Okay. So you grow up and now you're a grown ass man who don't know how to do something as basic, like a necessity, which is cook and feed yourself. Right? A basic girl thing to do is to know how to clean up after yourself. That's why you got grown ass men walking around here, Ray J, and even some of the gay boys who walking around here with dirty booty holes because they don't even know how to wipe their own ass. I'm getting to the point. You know I'm kind of long-winded, okay? So when Crystal says you have to ask them to do something, you have to come behind them, right? You just can't expect these kids, right, to just do something because you tell them to do it. Yes, you have to tell them to do it. You might have to tell them twice. And then girl, you're gonna have to come and check, right? And if you tell them to clean their room, girl, you might need to stick your head in every 10 minutes. Because Marlo, if you not checking on your nephews to see if they're cleaning their room, that's how the clothes end up in the attic. Right? So it's good to teach you need to teach these boys how to clean, how to take care of themselves. Yes, you may have to repeat yourself because if you don't, then they could grow up to be bum ass niggas who don't know how to cook, who don't know how to clean. Y'all know how many of y'all walk in y'all house? Don't you know, shit, I know I'm about to shake the table a little bit, girl. How many of y'all walk into y'all house every day, girl, and your baby daddy husband, girl, just got shoes, clothes laying everywhere? Y'all expecting these kids to know better, but y'all big ass husbands and boyfriends, bitch, they don't know no better. Maybe it stems from the childhood. I don't know, girl. Let's move on. Um, Crystal lets Marlo know when you're raised in a certain situation, and then you have to go to like another living situation. You then have to adjust to that person's rules and their way of living. And I think that sometimes we may all forget that, right? So like in Marlo's case, you have these kids who have been, you know, don't really have like any type of structure in their life, not necessarily a place to stay. I don't know. And so now they have to come over here. And now they have to get used to your rules and the things that you say. And sometimes I think that as hard as it may be on adults, that you have to have some type of patience, right? You have to have some type of understanding and realize that yes, I know these are children, but I also have to be patient and understand that girl, they have to get adjusted to this new way of living at this address, right? Is Marlo wrong for saying she needs a break? Marlo not wrong for saying she needs a break. There's nothing wrong with needing a break. But girl, 30 days, especially when you take in the fact that her sister. Now it's one thing if Crystal was over there living in a 4-bedroom house, girl, even a 3-bedroom house, right? The boys could probably sleep on a couch bed, or they could probably make room for the boys. But a 2-bedroom apartment, girl, that's a no for me. That's a no for me. Crystal says no, but there's certain stuff that they should not hear. They shouldn't. They should not be. And see, now Crystal is. I don't think Crystal was being messy. I don't. I think that she just wanted to be truthful with Marlo, based off of these boys and how they have had to live. The last thing that they need to hear from someone is, "I'm tired of y'all." Right? Because I think that one thing that we can say is that everybody, right, has been a child before. But that doesn't mean that we've all experienced the same things as a child. So my experience as a child is not the same as Michael and William's, right? So when you tell someone like Michael and William, who have probably not had the best childhood, that "I'm tired of y'all, I don't have to take care of y'all," that probably, that probably is hurts their feelings. Um, Marlo says she definitely needs to watch her mouth. She got it from her mama. Sheree broke her pinky. Sheree. Sheree broke her pinky putting on a rain boot. Sheree! When I swear to God, when Sheree said she broke her pinky, the first thing I thought about was, she probably broke something trying on some heels. I don't know. Girl, the heels, girl, people stumble in heels all the time. I'm trying to figure out how Sheree break her pinky trying on a flat rain boot. Girl. Anyways, Marlo sends a car for the girls. I think it was an Aston Martin. I think she had a Bentley. I forgot. And a driver. She also sent food. She sent some wings. Girl, so Candy, Drew, Moneta, they're in a car. They're about to eat. The driver tells them, "Oh, there's no eating allowed in the cars." Girl. But I tell you, Candy said, "What? Why Candy and them got out that car and went in the house and ate and was gone for about an hour?" I'm not even gonna lie. I probably would have did the same thing. Because one thing I'm not about to do, even if it is only 2 hours, girl, either I'm going to have to eat before I leave, right? And especially if I haven't eaten. Girl, either we're going to have to eat before I leave, either we're going to have to stop at the store and get some gas, and I'm going in here and getting me a sandwich, okay? Or a piece of chicken. But I'm going to eat somewhere, either before we leave, girl, when we stop and get gas, right? But I'm going to have a snack somewhere. That's probably why me and Candy low-key big girls, right? Candy ain't big. But I thought it was funny. But girl, I was thinking, girl, girl, I thought it was gonna be like dry wings, right? Where it might be a couple of crumbs on the seat. Girl, if they would have dropped that, but the seats were leather too. Girl, they would have been there licking their fingers. Girl, those were not just fried chicken wings, girl. Those were like, girl, dipped in honey barbecue sauce. um Marlo asked Sheree, how did me and Kenya get back to this place? Marlo is a gaslighter. Marlo is a gaslighter. I know she wasn't gaslighting Sheree, but Marlo, I've said this. I think Marlo has a warped sense of reality. I think that she is detached from reality. The simple fact that Marlo got the nerve to sit her black ass in that car and ask, "Wow, how did me and Kenya get back to this place?" Marlo, you've been wanting a problem with Kenya this entire season. Kenya could literally be in Marlo's face, voice almost gone, coughing and yakking. And Marlo still said in this episode that I still think that you were lying about being sick. Marlo, the bitch was at Sonya's Jamaican dinner coughing and yakking and all that. And you started talking about to this day or in this episode that I still think you were lying about being sick. It's stuff like that where it's like, Marlo, you make absolutely no sense. Because even when Kenya called you, you could tell in her voice that she was sick. If I got her talking about, hey y'all, this is Rodney and I'm back, y'all would probably say, oh girl, something going on with Rodney. Because that's not how I normally talk. Marlo is weird. Why can't two black sisters get along? Y'all kill me sometimes when y'all pull the black people card. I'm sorry. Why can't black people get along? Girl, tell me why. Why can't two black sisters get along? Tell me why we can't get along. Um, Girl, when they started playing those Kenya flash, because I was talking about Kenya might make an entrance, and they played those Kenya flashbacks. Remember when Kenya had the fake booty pads on? Yeah! So that's old school Atlanta, girl. Some of y'all girls just got into it. When Kenya had those fake booty pads, and then when they played the Kenya more hair care, um, Candy tells Marlo, Candy tells again the whole car that, including the white lady, that Marlo kicked her nephews out. The cabin is gorgeous. Candy messy. The cabin is gorgeous. The cabin was really really nice. They play games for. I feel like the only people that do this is a Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, I'm not playing no game for no room. Girl, why am I sleeping? Girl. Girl, I did see. Now I will give a shout out to Marlo. I was looking at them. You know, I'm nosy. Girl, I'm nosy fish. Girl, Marlo, that was a good gift basket that she gave the girls. You know, some of that perfume. I saw that perfume. That box of perfume can range. I think that box of perfume was probably $350. Yes, and she got a box for every single bitch in the group. Excuse me. When so basically Marlo tells the group that they need to hurry up and get ready to go. They have to go out to eat. They didn't really have enough time to change. So basically told them just that y'all got 15 minutes to do whatever y'all need to do. You better wipe your twat if it's a little musty from the ride. The shit that Marlo say on Bravo TV it's almost cringy, but it's funny at the same time because I don't think I've ever heard anyone say on Bravo, you better wipe your twat if it's a little musty from the ride. Then she let the girls know you better take a whole bath. Now you know we all know what a whole bath is, okay? The new girl. All of us know what a whole bath is, okay? Um, but anyways, um, girl, Kenya finally arrives, you know they had said they had said that Kenya wasn't coming. But Kenya texts Candy, "I'm here. Anyone asking about me?" Candy replied, "Yay, no." That's all. I thought that was funny. Y'all saw Marlo was mad that Candy was excited that Kenya came. Girl, I know that was a flashback. Remember, she got mad at Candy when Candy, I think, was talking to Kenya when Kenya did the Kenya more hair care, and Marlo got mad at Marlo is jealous of Kenya. I'm sorry, she is. She is. I don't know. I'll say this much. I don't know if Marlo is jealous of Kenya or if she's trying to play this new versus like now it's instead of it being a Nene versus Kenya or Kenya versus Nene, however you want to word it, or Portia versus Kenya or Kenya versus Portia. Now I think that she thinks it's her time to again have a Marlo versus Kenya, and I think Kenya is like, girl, I'm tapped out of the verses. Girl, go after somebody else. Leave me alone, right? Um, So Kenya makes it, and she comes in. Everybody's happy to see her. Kenya got a house. Kenya trying to act. I don't know what Kenya was saying. I don't know what Kenya was saying. Girl, Kenya trying to act like she don't know what Brooklyn is. I remember where Brooklyn at. Girl, one thing about it, two things for sure. Kenya don't know what baby Brooklyn at. Okay? She don't know. Quiet as it's kept, Brooklyn was probably sitting in the car girl, eating some snacks with the nanny. And Kenya all in the restaurant talking about, girl, Brooklyn might make it some more. Girl, stop playing. Like Sheree said, girl, why are you acting like you don't know what your daughter is? Exactly. So Kenya trying to play this game of, girl, she don't know. She got her own house. Marlo. Girl, Marlo. Anyways, okay. So, Sonya. I forgot about Sonya. Sonya, she has a new business. It's called iFit. Girl, no, she don't. She's a face of, I guess she has a new business deal. You know how Drew was telling the people, girl, she has a new business, dropping with Drew, and girl, she was really the face of that woman's business. Girl, Drew was a mess. But she has a new business deal with iFit. They are paying for everyone in the group to go to Jamaica, including their spouses. Um, Marlo tells Kenya that if she's not staying at the house, she can't participate in the trip. Girl, Marlo want a problem with Kenya. I don't know why y'all. I've been saying this. What did I say since episode 1? I said I want to go on the. I think it was episode 2. Episode 2. I said this. Maybe episode 1. I want to go on the record and say that when we see Kenya and Marlo beefing, it's gonna be because of Marlo. I said this. But she tells Kenya that if she doesn't stay at the house, then she can't participate. Girl, Marlo's so happy she got a little bit of power. Girl, why does it matter if Kenya stays at the house or not? Like, that's how much you know she wants to fuss and fight with Kenya. Because you would think someone that you really don't even too much care for, right? I don't give a damn what she stay at. Okay? Because that would have been my response. I don't give a fuck if that bitch stay under a bridge. Okay? That shouldn't stop her from, girl. Okay, whatever, Marlo. So basically, Kenya and Marlo have a conversation. Kenya tells Marlo basically, you're not sincere. You don't know how to love. It's toxic love. And you don't get any more chances with me. Kenya was absolutely correct in how she dealt with Marlo in that conversation. Marlo comes back. Girl, what I tell you, Marlo? Have y'all... Marlo. Girl, that's how Marlo said her name. Now, maybe Marlo said her name the right way and we said it the wrong way. I feel like Marlo's name is Marlo. I feel like when Marlo says her name, Listen to how Marlo says her name. Marlo. Marlo. Okay. This is some of the stuff that Marlo told Kenya. You upset because I think you were lying about being sick, and I do think you were lying. Girl, again, girl, Kenya was literally sitting there coughing up probably mucus in your throat at the Jamaican dinner, and I was even saying, girl, if I was one of the girls, like Kenya shouldn't have been there because she was still sick, clearly. I have insecurities, big feet issues, bald spot issues, attention issues. Um, I'm one from jail, as you say. Well, no, girl, those mug shots say. I'm from prostitution, as you say. Well, girl, all the girls say that. Girl, okay. When King, I'm telling you the best thing about the whole thing when Marlo was talking, when King was sitting there like this, bitch, when I say I was over here hollering, I said, Marlo, how you reading yourself? Girl, Marlo, you sitting there talking about you got bald head issues. You was a bald headed hoe, basically, girl. You was a Bigfoot hoe. Girl, you got attention issues. Girl, how are you reading yourself? Girl, you supposed to, I thought you was supposed to be reading Kenya, not yourself. Marlo slow, I done told y'all. Anyways, girl. She says, I don't speak as well as you. Girl, so she done called herself a dumb, Bigfoot, bald-headed hoe who seek attention. Girl, I can't with Marlo. Shout out to Marlo, girl. We like Marlo, girl. Marlo just needs to get it together, girl. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.